I'm reposting a video we put up some time ago recently, the video on installing vinyl on a van. We got such negative comments on that we pulled it down. We turned off the comments first because we got such nasty things being said, and we pulled it down and we re-edited it a little bit, not much. And I want to tell you why I'm going to put this same video back up, and why I'm so disappointed in so many of your comments and my thinking about do-it-yourself stuff. And so, but I know some of you are experts on all this stuff. You can go and put in perforated vinyl in a heartbeat and it'll be perfect and easy, and you could make this great video. But you know what? That doesn't really help the people who are afraid to try it themselves. What will help people who are afraid to try this stuff themselves is seeing someone else who's no better than them do it. Make it hard. It is hard. If you are a fumble fingers like me, and the reason I asked KC to do it is because I knew she's less of a fumble fingers than I am, and she would do a better job. Had I done it, it wouldn't have been nearly this good. It turned out great, folks. I'm looking at it right here. She has one little problem here. It turned out great. She's a person just like you. She's no more capable than you are. She did her best job, and it turned out great. You can do this. And all you guys that wrote in and told her how bad she was and how sad and pathetic it was, shame on you. Shame on you. The purpose of this channel is to help people. And for you to shame people who try to go above and beyond their abilities, shame on you. That's not what this channel is about. That's not what my heart and my life is about. My heart and life is reaching people up and say, yeah, it might take you a year or two to learn about solar, but you can. Yeah, you might mess this up. You might have to peel it off and throw it away and waste 10, 15 bucks. It might happen, but you can do this. And if you try and learn, you can. So on one hand, I'm really grateful that you help us to how to done it better. That's good. Somebody wrote in and said, well, you should have sprayed water first. Well, that was a good idea. There were a lot of good ideas. But you wrote in and you were so negative that I deleted them all. And I finally just stopped the comments, and I'm not going to turn them back on, which is a shame because we need your experts' knowledge. I want it. I don't want to turn off those comments. I want you to say, well, here's a little tip you could have used. But if you come in, you write in and you're mean, you're gone. Mean people are gone. They're not. They don't fit in with my whole life and vision of life, my channel. So, if you had written in and said, "KC, you are so brave to try that, and if you'd done this, it would have been a little easier. But you are so brave, and thank you for showing us and encouraging us." If you said something nice and then gave some really valid, helpful criticism, always welcome. Write in and shame, you're gone. No, I'm turning them off. That's not going to happen. And so this is aimed, most of my channel is aimed at the people who don't know how to do these things. They've never done them before. They're afraid to do them. I want to encourage you to try by seeing people just like you doing it. And yeah, kind of doing a half-assed job sometimes, but it turned out great. And yours can too. And the worst comes to the worst, you tear it off, you do it again. You do it 2 or 3 times, maybe it'll cost you 50 bucks total. You can live with that. And you've learned something. You've gained confidence. And maybe now you can try a more difficult project. And that's really my goal, folks. So we're going to put the video back up, slight edits, and I hope you have learned something, all of us, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot. Let's watch the video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to talk about perforated vinyl. It's kind of a cool name, isn't it? Perforated vinyl. I love it, I like it. So this is a product from Amazon. The link will be in the below. We've already pre-cut it so that we're not fumbling around any more than we absolutely have to. And this came in a roll of 3 feet by 5 feet. That's what this is, and we've already cut the one off to do this window, and we're going to show you how to do it. There are lots of YouTube videos about how to do it. I suggest you study them all before you get started. And KC is going to do it. When I say we, that's not really true. KC is going to do it because I'm kind of a fumble fingers, and most things I do wrong. So I'm going to let her do it because most things she does right. The first thing, of course, is to get the window clean, which we've already done. You don't want to watch us do that. And she'll give you more details about that. This was $26, and I believe it'll do both windows. The big question you might have is, why would I use that? Well, you got to have privacy, especially if you're stealth parking. You've got to have privacy. Now you can see she has very dark windows, but even so, at night you can still see them. And if there's nothing over the window on the inside, you can still see in. With the light on, you can walk by, look inside, and see everything. So you've got to have something else for stealth parking, or the sun. The sun is still going to go through this and make it hot in there. So we have two things we want to accomplish: privacy and stealth parking, privacy and stealth parking, and keeping heat out. And vinyl, perforated vinyl, works out really well. It goes on the back, on the outside, or any windows you want. It's two-way. You can't see in, but you can see out. Really handy that. You can see people outside you can see activity, but they can't see in and see you. It's a one-way type deal. Really good stuff. It installs fairly easily because this is $25 and we'll do both windows, we think. That's pretty cheap. So just measure your windows. It's 36 by 54. If you want to do two windows, cut it in half. So you have 25 inches, 27 inches. You can do a window 27 by 36. If whatever your window size is, you now know how many of these you can do. And now KC will come and show you how you install it. Got this on Amazon, and there'll be a link below.
So I've cut out a piece that's a little bit bigger than this window, and we've cleaned the window. Make sure you clean well around the edges because that's the most important part. So you want to make sure you really clean the window edges well. Then I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing to this. So one side, this is white perforated vinyl, and the back side, it's really clear, which is the sticky side because it's got the graph marks on it. So I'm going to just go ahead and place this here for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the whole backing to this. Oops. I'm probably right in the way of the camera there. Okay, so actually I think I'll just pull it down a little bit, and I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to place it above the window here. And this tears really easily, so that's one thing to be very careful about, is how easily this can tear. So let's see here, do that. And now I'm just going to take the backing off here, and it grabs the glass too, so you might want to be careful. Okay, so I'm going to pull it up to get all the wrinkles out, and then I'm going to go ahead and let it down. Okay, now you can see there's a bunch of wrinkles on there, but I'm just going to take my card, my AAA card, and I'm going to go from the center and push out. Okay, so then you can go from the center out towards the edges and get rid of all the bubbles. Okay, and I'm going to lift this up. There we go. And you want to just press out really firm, out from the center. Okay, and then we have this side. So I'm going to lift this up to try to get some of the wrinkles out, but be really careful. Like I said, it tears very, very easily. I'm going to try and press these bubbles out. Okay. Okay, this is not perfect.
Other than that corner, you did a really good job.
So I went ahead and peeled the back off of the perforated vinyl, and I evened it out with the card as best I could. And there were a couple wrinkles, and actually it tore in the corner, so I had to put another piece right here. So it tears very easily. So then you take your utility knife, and you want to make it quite shallow, so the tip of the knife is very shallow, and then you want to angle it in towards the window. So that's really important. So you want to have it angled in towards the window, and then you just cut very carefully all around the edges. And I put another extra little piece in this corner. So I'm just cutting carefully around the corners. And then you just, okay. And there you have it. And then you just peel the extra part away. And there you go. And there it is.
So there you have it. It's you know, reasonably easy. It looks great, and it's a one-way, so people can't see in. I mean, you cannot see through this inward at all. And have you noticed at night that you can't even see the light? Is that right, Casey?
You can kind of see the light, but it helps tremendously. It's super.
And you're gonna
helpful.
you're gonna draw something across it, a curtain or something across it. So yeah, you shouldn't have any problem even at night. And it looks good, and it's simple, and it's cheap, and you did it yourself, 25 bucks, probably to do both windows. And there you go. So give it a try yourself. The link will be, for this item, will be down below, and I think most of you can do it. So thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of us. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you later.